on.
So one of the things to know is that my name, of course, is Norma Cowie. I live in Penticton, and I am 68 years old now. I started studying metaphysics by learning the tarot at the age of 20. I learned from a gentleman by the name of William Balderstone, who had created a brand new way and method of looking at tarot, and I still teach that today. I still work with that today, and found them over the years to be the most incredible tools that they possibly could be. That was how I started. But that's not what's ended up. Even though I still read tarot, I still teach tarot. What has happened is from there I became a past life regressionist and learned a lot about regressions, which this morning we did. And then I began to move more into personal growth as well, and took a 9-month course on development. And what happened with that was every month we went 1 weekend a month for 9 months. And then I would go home with the information that I had, and I would work with it. And so I learned and I developed a whole lot of new mythology around chakras, male-female, what I now call selves. And I started working, and then I started teaching my own intensive to people. And it just kept growing and growing and growing. I also, at the same time, was running a business. I produced, for 11 years, the Psychic ESP fairs in the Pacific Northwest, and for a while we were in the US as well. And so I had a business component, and then well, that was actually before that I managed to get on TV. And I was on a weekly, I was on a show every Monday, and I was also had my own cable show for 6 years. So I've done quite a varied things besides just teaching and reading and working. But life goes on, and I sold my shows, and I decided I wanted to do something else, and then everything went sideways. And over the years, I ended up, I'm twice divorced, and I ended up kind of lost, actually. There's a whole pile of reasons for that, which I'm not going to get into at the moment. But then what began to occur was I finally began to rediscover my work again, because I had gotten totally sidetracked from doing readings and what I now call clearings, and life just took over. And so now, today, after all the years at the coast, I moved to Penticton and started teaching again, and now today I'm busy with phones and Skypes doing either readings and or what I call clearing energy blocks, which I will talk about a little bit later, and have learned a great deal more, which I've incorporated into an understanding of how life works. So it's not something that I was born, like woke up one day and it was a ha-ha. It was through diligence and practice and awareness, and finding a philosophy that really, truly works. And I was fortunate. I ran into a philosophy when I was 20 years old, which is found in the tarot, and that's what I teach, the philosophy of life. And it has held me through everything, thick and thin, all the ups and downs, because it's there. And when you understand a basic philosophy, no matter what goes on, you can come back to that point. And it's like, many a time I've said to myself, okay, back to basics, which is reading for myself every day, finding out where I'm at, finding out what's going on. And so it's really growth. It isn't a tremendous thing. And why I'm doing this particular evening is because I have found that people have a lot of questions. Sometimes I have clients come in and I say to them, you look like a patchwork quilt. Like you understand this and understand that, but you don't have a whole thing, element about you. So my goal tonight is to help fill in some of those gaps that you may have, so that it comes to make it understanding. So, yeah, so that's what we're about.